Yeah. I'd like to welcome everybody to my podcast. Yo, I am your gracious host, Jupiter 9. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Thank you for tuning in to my podcast. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Got another great show, man, for you guys. Yo, we got to talk about, Puffy, man. Puff Daddy is on the run, yo. It has been a crazy 2024, and we're not even halfway through 2024, man. I mean, all those cats who were living life to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? TD Jakes, you know what I'm saying? Russell Simmons, you know what I'm saying? Sean Puffy Combs, let's talk about Sean Puffy Combs, man. This guy has created a lot of careers, and he's destroyed a lot of careers. You know what I'm saying? Puff Daddy has destroyed more careers than he has made people successful. You know what I mean? This guy has had some talent around him. You know what I'm saying? This is why he was in the financial position to be a billionaire, you know what I mean, or close to a billionaire, because he just used every artist that came through Bad Boy, man, for his own financial gain. You know what I mean? From Toto to 112, you know what I'm saying? Shine, he used Shine, you know what I mean? He used Shine because Shine sounded similar to the Big. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the same wordplay, or he wasn't as lyrical as Big, but he used Shine. The whole incident at the club in New York City, you know what I mean, that popped off with Shine, and you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, Puffy is the one who did the shooting. That's the word that's going out on the internet, that Puffy allegedly had something to do with the shooting. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? So Puff Daddy is in a lot of BS, man. You know what I'm saying? From, like I said, Shine, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, he had something to do with Pac's, demise, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, he had something to do with Big's demise. I mean, this guy is a piece of work, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, am I a fan of the music and the artistry that he put out with these artists that were on Bad Boy? Absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day, I rock Bad Boy's music, man, but Puffy was really a bad boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Or tried to live out this type of gangster lifestyle, you know what I mean? When he wasn't really like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's funny how money can change people. You know what I'm saying? And Puffy is one of those people where money changed him. And, what's that old saying? That goes around, what goes around comes around. Yeah. You, not only Puff, but people think that they can continue to abuse people, take advantage of people, steal them, rob them of millions. You know what I'm saying? Puffy stepped on a lot of people to get where he was. You know what I mean? Or to get where he was at. You know what I'm saying? Financially. And he didn't care if people lost their life, you know what I'm saying? If people went bankrupt, look what happened to Black Rob, man. You know what I'm saying? Just this guy, Bad Boy should have been one of the biggest labels around. You know what I'm saying? At that time, you had No Limit, you had Bad Boy, and you had Death Row, I believe, at that time. Those were like the top record labels in the 90s, like in the mid-90s, late 90s, you know what I'm saying? And Bad Boys should have been bigger than what they were. Bad Boys should have been still around, still to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like Cash Money. And Puffy's sneaky ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Put him in the position to where now he's on the run. And what's so funny is that you were big back and tough, you know what I'm saying, when you had bread, and you calling shots and all that, but and when things got critical and real, Now you running. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to show you what type of person you were really dealing with when you were dealing with Puffy, man. And don't forget Mase. Mase, like there's so many artists that he effed over. Don't forget, what's the other cat's name? Mario Wines, or had the one song, I Don't Want to Know. It's so many artists, man, that he screwed over, yo. You know what I'm saying? But I do have an issue with this situation is that, you know, not only was Puffy in the mix with all this craziness, but what about Clyde Davis allegedly being in the mix with this craziness? I don't hear nothing about them talking about Clyde Davis. I don't hear them talking about allegedly Jimmy Iovine being in the mix with all this craziness that's going on surrounding Puffy, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying that Puffy was just a fall guy. But us people from New York, no matter if you from upstate, downstate, it don't matter. Everybody was, you know what I'm saying, rocking Bad Boy, Biggie. We all loved Biggie, Bad Boy at the time in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? We knew what type of person Puffy was. You know what I mean? Before even everybody else knew. You know what I'm saying? But it's sad, man. It's sad. You know what I mean? You have these big record companies, record labels, you know, and they have all this talent on their roster and they just screw them all over. You know what I mean? It's sad, man. He had the Hitman and he had, you know, Stevie J, and you know what I'm saying? People like Stevie J being broke, like all the artists on Bad Boy either ended up no longer being here or ran to religion. Craig Mack, you know what I'm saying? It was another one. You know what I'm saying? Like he ran to religion. Loon. There's just so many artists from Bad Boy, yo, that did not see their full potential being on Puffy's label, man. He has screwed over everybody on his label, man. And yo, you put out dirt in the universe, you do things that you're not supposed to be doing, eventually it's going to catch up with you. And now Puffy is paying for what he's done to people, man. What he's done to people. He's ruined many lives. Many lives, man. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, man. Now he's on the run, man. You know what I mean? He's such a coward that, yo, he put his family in the fire. You know what I mean? Like his family, you know what I'm saying? His house was raided. The FBI took all his stuff, his computers, everything out of his homes, all 3 of his homes. And he left his family to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? That's how big of a coward Puff Daddy is, man. That's how big of a coward Puff Daddy is. But yo, I'm gonna play some clips from Mase, because Mase was close to the situation, and I want y'all to peep game, man. You know what I'm saying? Peep game, man. You know, a lot of people are joyous that this is happening to Puffy, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing dirt, we're gonna get. I always say, if you're doing dirt gonna get thrown back on you, yo. And let's check out what Mase had to say. You know, so I'm gonna play a couple clips. Give me a moment, guys, and get it all set up here. Give me 1 second.
Breaking news. Nancy Pelosi just placed a new trade, and she's betting big on this one company, and it's not NVIDIA, so buckle up.
Let's see. I don't know what's been going on with my phone. It's been acting glitchy, but hopefully I'll be able to play these clips because it's very important to this podcast episode. Just give me 1 second, guys. Here we go. Right here. Here we go.
Did you make the right decision leaving rap?
I did. Everything now that we see playing out was all the things I escaped. The car, the shine, the loan, the Puff Daddy, the Craig Mack, the Biggie Smalls. So even though I made those decisions and it cost me money, that's why I got with Killer and they gave me the money back. I didn't lose no money. It's destiny.
That boy good.
That boy good.
That boy good. And that's why he makes the big bucks.
That's why he makes the big bucks. That was crazy. You asked me, see, that's why it's destiny. You asked me the right question. We at the right place. This is how it's meant to go, man.
Wow, man. Wow, man. He said he escaped Puffy, the Biggie, the Craig Mack. You know, Biggie, when he was here on this planet, you know what I mean? He didn't like Mase, you know what I'm saying? I think him and Craig Mack, Mase and Craig Mack had issues, you know what I mean? And, you know, people forget that Mase is the one who saved Bad Boy, because at the time, Bad Boy was in turmoil. You know what I'm saying? Biggie just, you know what I'm saying, was no longer here. Craig Mack left. You know what I mean? Mase and Black Rob is the reason why Bad Boy continued on. Like, yo, they saved the label. Black Rob came out with Whoa. Yo, Black Rob is, you know, the one who gave Bad Boy his last push. Because at the time when Black Rob was, you know what I'm saying, around Whoa, that time, that popped off, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Mase dipped out and became a pastor. Like, yo, man, that whole Bad Boy situation is crazy, yo. It is crazy, man. And to see it end up like this, I'm not surprised, and I am surprised at the same time, you know what I mean? Because he had a multi-million-dollar company, and just like other melanated companies, they all crumble at the end. Look at Death Row, man. One of the top tier labels, you know what I'm saying? And Suge Knight had to be seen, and he wanted to play gangster, just like Puff Daddy. Like, you know what I mean? I don't understand why cats get millions and millions of dollars and want to play street. Like, I don't understand it for the life of me. It's just like, you're supposed to get the bread and do the opposite. You know what I mean? And it just seemed like these cats wanted to show how tough they were because they had money, and when you got money, you got muscle. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. That's crazy. Just all the artists that were on Bad Boy that are no longer here, some ran to religion, or they ended up working a 9-to-5. It's just, yo, man, it is crazy, man. But I'm gonna play another clip of Mase, and he goes in a little bit more detail of what he feels about the situation. Peep game.
Mase calls Diddy's homes getting raided by Homeland Security for trafficking the big payback, and says it's amazing that all that transpired on the anniversary of Biggie's album Life After Death. Check it out.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Killer, I'm doing good, man. Reparations is getting closer and closer. I'll be sure to give you your percentage.
I ain't got nothing to do with that money. That's all yours, man. I was on the next boat. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Closer and closer.
Closer and closer. The big payback.
This has been the last year's really kind of been the big payback for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You kind of last week you went Destiny.
Yeah.
You done Destiny. You know what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going crazy.
What happened?
I'm gonna let you start. What did you see that happen?
Oh, yesterday was the anniversary of Biggie Smalls' album, 27 years later. That's what I seen yesterday. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that was real. It's amazing that all of this would transpire on that day.
What's crazy is yesterday was Biggie Smalls' 27th anniversary of Life After Death, and it was also the Diplomat Immunity album, 21st anniversary. Shit going on. Shit's going on. Yeah, man. I was just saying, yesterday was kind of
That's eerie, man.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It was just like,
that was crazy.
That's kind of crazy, man. I had no idea that, the internet lets you know, because I don't be knowing these dates for my albums or other people's albums, but they will remind you, man.
Yeah.
That's all you seen?
In a lot.
That's what I always
seen helicopters, all kind of stuff.
Okay.
Camron and Mase recently discussed the trend of saying no Diddy in replacement of pause during an episode of their talk show, It Is What It Is. The new saying comes in reference to the high number of sexual misconduct allegations the bad boy mogul is facing. The conversation arose while catching up on each other's weekend at the start of the show. How did y'all feel about the weekend? Mase asks Camron. They changed the term for pause. Cam laughs and says, I was wondering how you felt about that. Mase and Diddy have famously had beef for a number of years. Cam adds, you know why? Because I knew that last week, and I was like, I'm not going to be first. I said, this is really a Betha call. Because I didn't want you to think I was coming at you. Pause. No type of way. If I said it first, I didn't want you to think I was trying to offend you. I ain't trying to be funny, but that's what's going on out there. How do you feel about it? Kindly share your thoughts below, and thanks for watching Dear TV.
Yeah, man. So, how ironic is that, guys? That all this happened when, at the anniversary of Notorious Big's Life After Death album. You know what I'm saying? When it came out 27 years, and Diplomat Community album came out 21 years ago. So how ironic is that? All this stuff surrounding Puff Daddy and him being on the run, happened around the time when Biggie dropped his second album. How ironic is that, man? I see the joy in Mace's face of this situation, and he seems to be very happy about it. And I could just imagine Mase just being joyous about this because of what he went through with Puffy and being on the label, and all the turmoil he went through. Puffy allegedly put Mase in a lot of life-threatening situations that, Mase don't really talk about a lot, you know what I'm saying? And for a long time, Cam and Mase were feuding for a long time, yo. They were going back and forth, I heard a lot of the diss tracks with Cam and Mase, you know what I'm saying, the back and forth, you know what I mean? And, it was just a miscommunication and a misunderstanding. At the time when Camron was looking for a deal, Mase got on first. Everybody know Mase got a deal first from Bad Boy, you know what I'm saying? And Mase, at that time was the shiny suit era, you know what I mean? Shiny suits, platinum jewelry was the big thing back then. Shiny suits or whatever, And Mase is flossing like he had it like that, you know what I'm saying? So Cam was on the come up, you know what I mean? Cam didn't have a deal. And, Cam and Mase grew up together, you know what I'm saying? They played ball together, you know what I mean, in high school or whatever. And Cam and Mase were nice. They were nice. They can play, like, you know what I mean? They were nice in high school. And, at that time, Cam was looking for Mase to chop him out some bread, like, you know what I'm saying? When Mase got his deal, but Mase explained to Cam that, he didn't really have it like that at the time. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get millions until years later, like a few years later. And Mase said by the time he got the bread, they were already feuding. So it was already on and popping at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was no turning back. And it was nothing, Mase said it was nothing he could do to fix it up until the last couple of years, I think. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with Mase and Cam, man. Like, you know what I mean? So now they're cool. They got a show. They got a podcast. It's doing really well. They got a multi-million-dollar deal for their podcast. I think they got like 50 million. You know what I'm saying? To do their podcast, which is great, man. I love to see the brothers, being successful, doing their thing, getting money, like, you know what I mean? And feeding their family. I always love to see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm never hating on that. Like, you know what I mean? But that is really ironic that this whole situation happened around the time Biggie dropped his second one. That is so ironic and eerie and crazy. See how the universe works, people? You know what I'm saying? You people out there doing dirt, you know what I'm saying? You think you're going to get away with that? You know what I mean? You never... Listen, people, you do not get away with your karma. You dig what I'm saying? Your karma will always come back to you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do in life, if you disrespecting your moms, talking back to your mother, it can be on a small level or it can be on a large level. You're going to get that energy back, man. You're going to get that energy back, whether you're here on this planet or not. You know what I'm saying? And Puffy thought that his money can buy his way into being street. He thought his money can buy his way into doing whatever he want. You can't do whatever you want on this planet, man. You know what I'm saying? There's consequences and repercussions for all of your actions on this planet. All of your actions. You dig what I'm saying? You cannot do what you want. Nobody can do what they want. You know what I'm saying? It's universal law, man. You cannot do what you want. Nobody can do what they want. You're going to pay for all the devilish things that you do on this planet. Facts. And Puffy, TD Jakes, Russell Simmons, another one who fled out of the U.S. Allegedly, he's caught up in some of this stuff too. But the only issue I have with this situation is that, nobody's talking about Clyde Davis allegedly being down with this situation, or what's the other cat's name? At Interscope. I just forgot his name that quickly, man. But the owner of Interscope, man, I just forgot his name quickly. He's allegedly caught up in this. I don't hear nothing about them. That's the only issue I have with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, the coward Diddy's on the run, guys. You know what I'm saying? And I say he's a coward because he left his family behind to be in the mix of all this craziness with, the alphabet boys and all that. How can you do that? Just leave your family like that? You know what I'm saying? Your sons, your wife, and whatever. I don't know if he has a wife or the mother to his children. You know what I mean? Hey, man, we living in some different times, people. You dig what I'm saying? The people who were doing devilish things on this planet, they're not getting away with it no more. And the people good-hearted people who, live righteously and do what they're supposed to do, and follow universal law are going to be rewarded. So all those people who are stepping on people, allegedly knocking people off, you know what I'm saying, to get to the top, you know what I'm saying, doing all the devilish things, are going down, baby. All that stuff is over with. You dig what I'm saying? All that stuff is over with. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it is what it is, man. Ironically, I end the show with it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But, man, that's my take in this podcast episode. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. But that's my take. I am your gracious host, Jupiter 9, and I just want to say peace and love. Take care. 1.